Welcome everybody into this very special episode of PSBN. I am your host, Big D, alongside nobody for today. But we've got a dual cast stream for the first time in, our program's history so far here at PSBN. We've got the brothers matchup on your left, Boise State, Oklahoma State, between Vonn and Florida Boy, and then a huge matchup in the Sun Belt with a Sun Belt versus Power 4 team, Nebraska and App State. App State coming off a tough loss at Illinois to start their year. And Nebraska playing their first game of the season. And on your left, Boise and Oklahoma State playing their first games of the season. Boise State's got an early lead there. So we will take you down in just a second to App State versus Nebraska, where we'll kick things off for this broadcast with a 3rd and 7 early for Bink on his opening drive of the game from the 28-yard line. We knew this game was going to be close. Coach Biggs is definitely no one to sneeze at when it comes to this game. And now Bink, again, coming off a loss, coming off firing. We'll see what happens. Trying to get the jet sweep moving, but it is not there. Going backwards 7 yards. It's 4th and 14. And it looks like Bink's going to have to punt this one away early. So an already a good start for this Nebraska defense, but not the greatest start for Bink, as he's going to go 3 and out on his first possession of the game. And we'll see what Dylan Raiola can do after this punt gets away. And he will signal for the fair catch. 1st and 10 now for that freshman QB who kind of wanted to play as Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, throughout the broadcast, we will keep checking on Boise State and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State looking to be driving now inside the 15. So why don't we head over there for that matchup really quick, as we'll see Florida Boy and Vonn in action over there. So after a review, we are still inside the 15, and Oklahoma State knocking on the door. Of course, a lost Ollie Gordon in the offseason, so looking to go with the reverse play, double reverse, and that goes nowhere. That Boise State defense was right there ready for it. So setting up for a 2nd and 13, still inside the 15-yard line, but Oklahoma State definitely doesn't want to waste this opportunity. 21-7 now. The screen not there either. That Boise State push really making an impact for Oklahoma State, and now an early, not an early, 3rd and 13, late in this drive, rather, from the 14. We'll see where he goes with it. Goes up the middle, has a man, it's dropped! 4th and 13, and we'll see what Florida Boy decides to do here. Looks like he's going aggressive, has the offensive plays up, and he is going to pick a play, so we'll stick around here and see what happens until the end of this drive. Then we'll head back over to Boone, North Carolina. Of course, as you saw on our graphic, we've got a huge matchup tomorrow. Number 1 versus number 2. South Carolina versus Georgia State, or Georgia Tech, apologies. But on 4th and 14 from the 13 from the 14. Going across the middle, and that one's going to be picked. So Boise comes up strong on 4th down, looking to build on that 21-7 lead. So with that, we're going to head back on over to Boone, North Carolina, where App State taking on Nebraska. And Bing got another 4th down now, and we'll see what the call is here. 4th and 11. Looked like he was taking the field goal. So from 56 yards, look how fast that thing is moving. Oh my goodness. 4th and 11. From another zip code. Up, and that one is going to pull left, and Nebraska is going to get the ball in great field position near the 40-yard line. So again, we've got 2 games going at once. Boise looking to drive now all the way up to the 20 to start their drive. 1st and 10, and now Nebraska in a very similar position, looking to put some points on the board in this 0-0 ball game so far in the first quarter. Of course, we're in the third in the other game, and Oklahoma State trying to make a comeback on their home turf. But let's head back into Boone, North Carolina, where we got a handoff up the middle and a nice gain near the 50-yard line, 2nd and inches. So a 10-yard gain from Ives on that play, the sophomore from New Jersey. Getting his first carry of the game. I'm sure there's going to be many more if he's going to be getting 10 yards a carry. 2nd and inches now from the 49. And Raiola's got a man on the flat, and he's got all kinds of room up near the 30, up past the 30 to the 26-yard line, and Nebraska is moving the ball now. Dylan Raiola's first attempt of the game, and it goes for 25 on the flat defender. So Nebraska moving that football, making it work. And it looks like in our other game, Boise State is putting the ball away, so Oklahoma State's going to get another chance at it. And they're going to run the option on this one on a nice play, a nice pitch from Dylan Raiola, and a nice 7-yard gain from Quentin Ives. So that's two attempts and 17 yards on the ground for Ives, and that's a pretty damn good start for running back if you ask me. So inside the red zone for the first time in the game, 2nd and 3 for Nebraska. Making a lot of adjustments at the line. Dropping back to pass. Raiola going to roll out. Has a man. Can he get the ball to him? Yes, he can. And he's going to turn it in and get a touchdown. How about it, folks? Malachi Coleman, the junior from NEB, is in the end zone for 6. How about it? What a start for Nebraska. So 7-0 on that 4-play, 61-yard drive. And Nebraska leads 7-0 early in this first quarter. And while we wait for this kickoff, let's head back into let's head back to Oklahoma State, Stillwater, where the brothers are facing off. 2nd and 10 for Oklahoma State. They've got the ball back in the opponent's territory. But a 2nd and 10 coming. Nelson is 14 of 14 in this game. He is playing incredible. 21-7 goes to the flat on the wheel route. Nice play. He's going to get up inside the 20 nearly to the 21-yard line. So a nice play there from Trent Howland. Not quite an Ollie Gordon, but when you're making plays like that, it might not matter. 1st and 10 from the 21 as Oklahoma State looks to come back in this game. Has a man over the middle. Going to get him. Can he get all the way to the end zone? So close to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Sooners. I apologize about my cursor. Zane Flores, the replacement for the 7th year, I believe, last season. I do forget his name. I apologize. But 1st and goal from the 2, and we'll see how this goal line setup goes. No room to operate that Boise D-line, making things tough. Braxton Felly in there to make the tackle. So 2nd and goal from the 5, backing it up a few yards on that play. We'll see if Oklahoma State can cut this to a 1-score game. Going to hand it off again. He has an open lane, and he will walk it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Yeehaw, baby. We got a 1-score game here in Stillwater. So up and good. And while we're here, let's head back over to Boone, North Carolina, where Bink is moving the football, trying to even this game up at 7. So let's head back in there now with a 1st and 10 near the 50 at the 46. Dropping back, has a man wide open. He's going to have him across the 40 to the 38-yard line. And just like that, 1st and 10. Ashton Daniels, the QB transfer from Stanford. He's mobile as hell back there. I watched that Stanford TCU game. He is the real deal. He was fun to watch. Hopefully we'll get to see some of that action today. 1st and 10 from 38. This is a straight handoff, trying to break to the outside. He will get some space. Oh, and a nice stiff arm on a 10-yard gain on 1st and 10. Michael Allen, the senior from North Carolina, making his presence felt for these Cornhuskers. 10-yard gain there. Now 2nd and inches from the 28. The third quarter just wrapped up in our other game. Boise has a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. And a toss play here in our game. Breaking tackles again. Michael Allen, 4 rushes, 25 yards today. And moves the sticks, absolutely. Reese is still talking in my ear, but I'm talking over him because this is PSBN, not EA Sports, you know what I mean? From the 23-yard line, 1st and 10, about 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. We've got a doozy of a game here. Winding the play clock down. We'll see what Bink's going for here. He's got 3 seconds to snap the ball, and he's just going to call a timeout. So 2 of 3 timeouts already gone for App State here. And Boise State is moving that thing all the way to the 39-yard line in Oklahoma State territory. But App State is also moving that football, so maybe we'll just keep an eye on both games here. Couple of 1st and 10s ready to go. Going into the flat, has a man and gets a nice 6-yard gain. Back to that running back, his 2nd reception of the day. This one goes for 6. 1st and 15 on your left for Boise. Backed him up a little bit. I believe it was a false start. And a handoff is going to get him a lot of those yards back. 2nd and 1 over there for Boise. And I believe a false start over here for App State. So 5-yard loss there. 2nd and 1 for Boise. We'll see where they go with it. Looking across the middle, has a man wide open inside the 20, inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal. And just like that, Vonn said, don't look away. And I won't. We're heading back to Stillwater to see if Boise State can knock this game out. 1st and goal from the 7. And the run goes nowhere. 2nd and goal for Boise now. 2nd and 14 for App State on the other side there. And an interception in our other game, so we'll head back to there after we see what happens with Boise on the play action rollout. He's going to have a wide open man. Can he yank the catch? Yes, he can. This one might be over. Vonn with a 4th touchdown of the game for Boise State. And that puts it back to 2 scores. So we've got a solid lead for Boise. Austin Terry with his 2nd catch of the game and his 1st touchdown of the year. Congratulations, young man. So with the PAT incoming, let's head back to App State, where Nebraska is going to look to put some more points on the board and widen this lead. 7-0 right now, a minute to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 30. Dylan Raiola, he's making it work, man. They'll go straight handoff and get nothing out of it, actually lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 now. Marcus Clark, the D tackle, in there for the nice tackle for loss. Beautiful swim move there and just blew up the play. 2nd and 11 for Dylan Raiola. And Oklahoma State, hold on, fireworks. A touchdown for the Sooners. Or the Cowboys. I am so sorry. They would skin me alive for that. But the Cowboys in the end zone. It looks like it's going to be 28-21 over there with 6:37 to go. So hold everything in that game. We'll head back over there when Boise gets possession back. But 2nd and 11 here. Dylan Raiola going to drop back to pass on the zig route. Has a man. Can he get the first? Not quite, but a nice gain to 10 to make this a manageable 3rd and 1. And they're going in the hurry up. They are not afraid. It's very humorous to me that Reese is doing 2 games at once, and they're going to go handoff, and Bink saw it the whole way. What a play by Broderick Gooch. In there for the tackle. Goated name, by the way, Bink. That's awesome. 4th and 3, but a great play from the Mountaineers. And this punt's going to be returnable. And he'll get across the 30. And we'll head back to our other game as Boise State looks to put this one away, and Oklahoma State, coming from the woodwork, try to make this a contest. Let's head back over there. Stillwater. Lick the gooch, baby. And they go for the jet sweep, and it gets a solid gain of 6. And now a huge 3rd down coming for Boise State. Bink's making nice moves up across the 50 already. 3rd and 3, one of the biggest plays of the game. Florida boy trying to get that crowd into it. We'll see what happens. Touch pass, no, they're going to go handoff. Can't get there. So a big 1st down for the Broncos, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Hambres Dubar, junior from Texas. He's got a great game going, over 160 yards on the ground. 1st 10. From the 43, Boise State looking to put this one away. They go right back to the ground game, and he gets a solid gain of 5. Bink now inside the 30, inside the 25 to the 22 in Nebraska territory, so we'll keep an eye on that one as well. So 7-0 over there. Bink got a lane to the outside. Can't quite cut it back in, and he'll get no gain on the play. 2nd and 5 for Boise. Trying to wind that clock the whole way down. They are going pass. Has a man. Can Oklahoma State get there? They can! That's an interception! And just like that, here come the Cowboys. Wow! How about it, folks? Oklahoma State making it a game. I apologize if I'm blowing out everybody's ears. That was just a crazy play by the Cowboys, and they are going to make this into a contest. So they've got a chance to go down and score, but before that, we've got a 3rd and 12 in Boone, North Carolina. Daniels going to drop back from the 25-yard line, going across the middle, has a man, and it's incomplete. A great defensive play by Nebraska. And you could tell Bink wanted to go for that one. But he's going to take the 3. Looks to be about a 42-yarder. Kick is up, and it's going to squeeze right down the middle. A nice kick there from App State. And play that fight song. The lefty getting booted away as Nebraska looks to expand that lead 7-3. And let's head back to the dual screen. As again, Oklahoma State looks to drive, but a nice sack by Vonn on Florida boy is going to set them back a little bit to the 36-yard line. I see no reason to head right back over there and try to watch this game-winning drive as we've got a nice drag play, so a 10-yard gain making this 3rd and manageable. Let's get back to Stillwater. Did you see that, folks? How about a Nebraska touchdown? Are you kidding me? Dylan Raiola, 5 for 5, and now 2 touchdowns. My goodness. At least it was on PSBN. I didn't see it. I was trying to F with the audio, but here we are. Well, 14-3 in Boone, North Carolina. Let's see if Oklahoma State can make it just as exciting. Going drag route again. He's going to have the 1st down and more. Up across the 50 as Oklahoma State continues to drive. Would you expect anything less of a game from the brothers? From the 46, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. He tries to sit on that route. I saw the user there. That was a great job by Vonn. Really know where to go for Florida boy and the Cowboys as they get great pressure on him again. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Does stop the clock, though, so it gives him a little bit of a chance to think about it. Bink moving the ball a little bit of first down across the 25 to the 33 now. Florida boy nowhere to go again, and just great defense from Vonn. He's got every inch of this field covered. Apologize if the stream is a little glitchy now. It's just kind of... I believe that actually might be Florida boy's stream. It's doing that, but... Can he get to the sticks? He has a man. Can he get there? Incomplete, and a great attempt. But not there. And here's the game, folks. 4th and 10 from the 46-yard line. Before we end this one, possibly, we don't know yet, 10 yards to keep this game alive. And Boise did not like the look. They're going to call timeout. Let's take a look at our other game before we go back to that one. And as you can see, Bink stream's running pretty well. 2nd and 4 up to 31 in Nebraska territory. So Bink driving again. Here, oh, I apologize. Here we go. Looking for a man. Has him for the first down. I don't know why it's absolutely glitching out like crazy. So they've got a 1st and 10, and Oklahoma State keeps the game alive with that crazy play on the in route. So 1st and 10. Looking for somewhere to go. Doesn't have anybody. He's going to tuck it and run, but he only gets a yard out of it. Clock is moving, but plenty of time, but not enough time. Florida boy going to take that time out and conserve every second. Bink inside the 15 to the 13, and this game is heating up quick. You got some great ball games here for the midnight kickoff for PSBN. I just realized that I didn't even have the bug up. There she is. Going across the middle and incomplete. Had a man. But just thrown a little behind, and all of a sudden, another 3rd and 9. We're going to go back to the little dual view here as Bink is on the brink of scoring. 2nd and inches over there. 3rd and long for Oklahoma State to keep the game alive. As Nebraska's defense gets a nice push, gets a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 9. Does he have a man across the middle? Intercepted, and that will do it. Boise State gonna walk it off, and that might be a pick 6. We'll see if he goes the whole way or goes down. It don't look like he's going down at all. Touchdown, Boise State. And touchdown, App State. Too much going on here, folks. App State cutting into the lead, and Boise State ending it in Stillwater. Saw a great game between the brothers, but in the end, Vonn making it count for the win. Mountain West supremacy from Bobby. Couldn't agree more. But with that game now just about out of the way, gonna head back to Boone, North Carolina. This matchup has been great so far between Bink and Coach Biggs. We haven't really gotten to see a lot of Coach Biggs yet. But we're getting to in this matchup, and he has not disappointed. 14 points in the first half so far. Looking to make some more. 1st and 10 from 25. Going trying to go deep. He might have a man, just overthrown by Raiola. Second and 10, they're going to go to the screen, and Bink saw it the whole way. Can he break the tackle? He can. He's going to make a move out of it. He might get a first down out of it. What a play by... Wow. Coach Biggs with a great offensive play. I mean, Bink was there in the backfield and just couldn't make the open field tackle. Should have been a loss of 8. Instead, it was a gain of 8. Folks, you might not believe me, but Oklahoma State put the ball in the end zone There's 28 seconds left in this game. That game is not over yet. 3rd and 2 here. Big play for Nebraska going across the middle. Has a man. So he's got a big gain. And we'll see about this onside kick. Rolls. But Boise able to fall on it. And that will do it there. So Boise State going to come out with that W on the road in their first game of the year. Oklahoma State going to start 0-1, and Boise going to protect that top 25 ranking with a win over a Power 4 opponent. Vonn, great win to you, Florida boy. You played a hell of a ball game. I'm glad I put you guys together. You guys are so evenly matched. Dylan Raiola, a nice find across the middle again, and they are moving. Nebraska continues to move the ball, and I thought he was going to get up and go for more. But 1st and 10 inside the 40 to the 34-yard line. To all those watching, I appreciate you being here. Late night PSBN. We've got a 14-10 ball game. On your right, App State. And he's got a man in the flat. I believe that might be a legal man downfield. And I believe it was, so going to accept that penalty and make it a 1st and 15 for Dylan Raiola and the Cornhuskers. 3rd and 10 on your left. But a QB kneel will end this ball game. Just keeping an eye on it to make sure nothing crazy happens. Every time I click away from the game, I feel like something happens. 1st and 15 for Nebraska. Wanted to go straight handoff, but they're going to go to the flat. And he's got a lane across the 20, and he'll go down to the 14-yard line. And delay of game penalty backs it up, makes it a 3rd and 15. With 20 seconds to go. Again, a QB kneel will end that game. And it looks like they're going to run a play out of it. We'll see if anything crazy happens. 1st and 10 for Nebraska. Inside the 15, a red zone snap. And they do hand it off. And he's got a man open. That's going to be a walk-in touchdown. And Boise State is going to score again. Could you tell they're brothers? How about another touchdown for the Broncos? Gritty on them, son. That's going to do it there. But Nebraska looking like a well-oiled machine. The Cornhuskers. 21 points, 3 touchdowns in the first half. 42-28 is probably going to be your final in the Boise State-Oklahoma State series. 1-0. As Vonn will get the first win of the series. Not the last time they could meet, but definitely the first in Stillwater, going on the road, protecting that top 25 ranking. Get a little pause in the action to the right. So we'll watch for one last play. We'll watch Boise State. And nothing going there.
Yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front.
2nd and 10, 8 seconds to go. Most likely the last play of the game. Sending it deep. And an interception by Boise. With 2 seconds remaining. So that game will end probably as a 42-28. 2-touchdown win for Boise. I'm going to stay on it just in case. In case Vonn wants to go for a random 70-yard touchdown. App State with 1:03 to try to get this closer to even. Going across the middle, has a man. On 1st down, gets 9, and they'll go into the hurry up. Great game from Vonn and Florida boy. As the brothers duel for the first time in the dynasty. The wheel route is there for Bink. Stiff arm across the 50, across the 45 to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. And they are going for the long pass play. Chucked it up. Incomplete, and Boise will walk off their first game of the year with a W. 42-28 in hostile territory. A great game there from Vonn. The brothers have their first matchup. Dubar with 222 rush yards on 28 attempts, 3 touchdowns. What a game from him. And we'll officially say goodnight to that broadcast as we'll head back to Boone, North Carolina, officially for the last time. Bink with a 1st and 10 from the 43. Again, looking to even this score out. Has a man on the outside, gets a nice gain of 9, and steps out of bounds. Stop the clock. Emmanuel Zombo, the freshman from South Carolina, with the reception.
They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down.
With 30 seconds to go, 2nd and 1. Big making a lot of adjustments here.
He's looking to throw.
He's got a man wide open across the middle on the short crosser up to the 20-yard line. So red zone snap incoming. And great quarterback play. We've seen almost 500 yards of passing, just over 400 yards of passing in the first half between Ashton Daniels and Dylan Raiola. What can I say? It's the Dylan effect. 1st and 10 from the red zone for App State. Under 30 seconds to go. Going across the middle again, and a dangerous throw into heavy traffic. Nearly was a catch, though, for a Gude, another freshman. But it's a drop nonetheless, and it'll be 2nd and 10 from the same spot.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on
I'm not built for the long game, fellas. Not built for the late night games. 2nd and 10 from the 20. 20 seconds to go. Looking for the zig route, didn't have him. Going for the slant, just overthrown. And Bink might be lucky that was overthrown because Nebraska had a couple of guys there, including Coach Biggs' user. He saw that the whole way, so unless that was the most perfect throw in Ashton Daniels' career, that one might have been going the other way. But 17 seconds left, and he's going to live to breathe another down. From the 20 yet again. 17 seconds. Empty backfield for Ashton Daniels. Again, more adjustments. A lot on that right side for Bink. Trying to find a play that can maybe get Coach Biggs off guard, get his user off guard. Looks like he might be wanting to go to that comeback route. Why need it when you have the slant? Wide open touchdown, App State. Cutting into that lead before the half. Looking to make it 16-21. We'll see if he goes for the extra point, and he will. So it'll be most likely 17-21. And there it goes. 12 seconds to go in the first half. 7 plays, 82 yards. Only 55 seconds. That's all Bink needed to get that ball in the zone. We'll see how aggressive Nebraska wants to play this kick return. And a fair catch called for, and we'll see what the play call is. Of course, App State with only 1 timeout. See how aggressive the Cornhuskers want to play this one. Boone, North Carolina, a beautiful stadium for App State in the Sun Belt. Really nice place. Good thing I don't get to go there this year. 1st and 10, 25. Going a bit of a different formation here. The diamond was not there. Has a man across the middle, but he's going to go deep. Oh my goodness, it is caught. No kidding. Oh my goodness, what a throw by Raiola. He put that over 2 App State defenders right in his receiver's pocket. Malachi Coleman, 3 catches, 96 yards. And a huge gain on 1st and 10 for the 25. And he's just going to go right for the field goal to try to make this a touchdown game. 5 seconds to go. Kick is up and sneaks in the left upright. What a play! So how about it? 12 seconds left. Hey, Kansas City, 13 seconds? I raise you Nebraska in 10 seconds. Only needs 10 seconds to get 3 points. Bink's going to take this kick return out, and that was nearly dangerous for Nebraska. But at halftime, we've got a great game brewing. 24-17. And we had some predictions for the game early. Hopefully this sizes up right. And Jit Dude Seagloss Penguin went with App State. And Coach G didn't pick me directly, or didn't tell me directly, but if I had to guess, he'd be going with his coach brother. And I took the underdog. I took Nebraska to take the W here. So we'll see how this one plays out. Pretty, well, as even as you can get, 3-2 in a 5-person pick. So we had some special guests help me out with the picks. 1st and 10 as Nebraska looks to improve on that lead. They go to the flat, and it goes nowhere. Bink was ready for that one. A loss 1 on 1st and 10. Coach, I apologize if you did think App State was going to win. I just figured you might want to root for your coach, buddy. That's what I figured. Also, that helps make it more even. Appreciate to those who participated. 2nd and 11 from the 24, so backwards on 1st down. That Stadium Pulse is getting up there for App State, a Sun Belt team. The Gooch has a man across the middle. Caught. What a throw by Rayola. Staring down the barrel of the gun. 13 of 14, 305 yards. That's unheard of. What an incredible day from Dylan Rayola. In game 1 of the season, he's going for the Heisman. They wanted to go straight handoff, but he'll go to the flat, and there is nobody there. 1st and 10 across the 40. Thomas Fedone, the senior from Iowa. You only get 5 times to call each play. And Coach Biggs is calling them at the exact right time. I feel like every time he gets that RPO into the flat, he's getting 20, 30, 40 yards. 1st and 10 at the 38. What can Bink drop to stop him? Going back to the bubble screen, and he's got nobody in front of him. He might get the corner. He will. Touchdown, Nebraska. We got a 2-score game yet again. Fedone. I apologize. I won't mess that up again. But Nebraska and Fedone score. And they're going to make this a 2-score game. And that extra point adds 14 to the lead. So now a 2-score game in Boone, North Carolina. The Big Ten showing out in the opening game. And Dylan Rayola is just, he's putting on a masterclass. Sounds like a plan. D-Money Killer, thanks for watching the stream, brother. I appreciate you being here. 1st and 10 for Bink, looking to cut into this lead, at least have it. Cut it in half, I should say. As Bink starts his drive at the 19-yard line. We'll see what he calls. 8 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Going with a little RPO, it looks like. Just a play action. Nobody there, but he will take the flat, and he'll get a couple yards, if that, maybe 1. And all of a sudden, a 2nd and 9 for App State. Trying to get a rhythm is right. Reese is saying that in my ear. 2nd and 9. Another motion from the running back. And this one goes nowhere. That's a fumble. Nebraska's going to pick it up, and they're going to be inside the 10, set up with great field position. Wow. What a game from the Cornhuskers. Making this into a contest. Roger Gradney in there for the fumble recovery. He also has a tackle for loss in this game. And now basically 1st and goal for the Cornhuskers again. Little duo set with 2 running backs for the right side of Rayola. Letting the clock wind down. They'll go back to the flat. And can he get to the edge? Oh my, Nebraska! Touchdown, Cornhuskers yet again. Emmett Johnson in there for the catch and run. Let's make it 3 scores. Extra point in a second will make this a 38-17 game. And just like that, Nebraska in the Big Ten lead by 21 on that short drive. 10 yards, 1 play, 6 points. Looking to make a run at it, just gets across the 15 to the 16. And now App State going to attempt to now cut into this 3-score lead that Raiola, Coach Biggs, and the Cornhuskers have set. Just domination so far in the second half. We'll see if App State can answer. So far, it's been all red here in Boone, North Carolina. I believe that's a false start. Pack them up 5. Trying to make too many adjustments late in the play clock, I believe, is what's causing those false starts. Big made a comment that he couldn't audible earlier, and I'm going to guess that's probably why. A lot of adjustments late in the play clock. And he's doing a lot, and some of those work really well, but other times it's not there. 1st and 15 from the 11. Has a man, and that's going to be picked off as well. Pippen with the interception, trying to take it back for 6. Can he? Yes! My goodness! Jason Pippen, 20-yard pick 6 for Nebraska. 40-piece. Up to 44 points now, looking to make it 45. Everything Nebraska draws up is working on offense and on defense. 2nd interception of the day for the Cornhuskers. And how about a 4-score lead for Nebraska? Apologize about my mouse being there.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
What a game we are seeing here. I'd just like to point this out again. Not for any particular reason, but a couple of users may have picked in other ways. And I took the underdog, and look where we are. 1st and 10, now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Dylan Raiola, 16 of 17, 371 yards, 5 Tuggarooskies. And just not Ashton Daniels' best game. I believe he threw 3 interceptions in that opening game against Illinois. That was a very close game. Going after the slant. Oh, Bink, what are you doing? Now, it looks like Ashton Daniels is coming out of the game. Yes, he is. Wiles going to start now for the Mountaineers. And a 1st and 10 in short field for Bink, or for Nebraska. I apologize. Big with the 3rd interception of the game, going to the curl route this time, and he might go on that play. Are you kidding me? Nebraska touchdown, Coleman again. Malachi Coleman has 4 catches, 124 yards, and 2 Tuggarooskies. 52-17. And Nebraska is just a speedy team out there. Pooping all over the Sun Belt. 52-17. Just under 7 to go. Been going to take this one out. No, you'd fake me out. Homegrown product out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Love it. 1st and 10 from the 25. Bink just going to hand this one off. Nowhere to go. Only a yard on the ground for Michael Allen.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly.
So 2nd and 9 now from the 26-yard line. In a game that got out of hand very, very fast for this App State team. It was 17-24 at half. A quick score from Nebraska and just turnover after turnover has derailed this App State team. And now a 3rd and 7 coming up inside their own territory to the 28.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
Wiles might throw his first pass of the game here. And no, they're just going to hand it right back off. Can he get to the edge? Yes, he can. He might have a huge gain here. Well, not might have a huge gain. He does have a huge gain. Thought he could maybe get all the way to the edge, but just gets up across the 45 to the 43 in Nebraska territory. So moving the ball for the first time this half is App State. Tight end in motion, and they are going to hand it off once again, it looks like. And a nice 5-yard gain on first down, making it a 2nd and 5. Kanye Roberts. 5 yards, 5 attempts, 15 yards, and a long of 11 on the day.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down.
52-17. Another handoff. That one not nearly as successful, only yard, 3rd and 4. I apologize that my cursor keeps appearing on screen. Not supposed to happen. Do you guys like the rebranded logo? Our little penguin has a headband now. 3rd and 4. Another handoff coming for a stretch play. He's going to have the first down and more up to the 30-yard line in Nebraska territory. So moving the ball now. Michael Allen has had a solid day. 12 attempts, 72 yards for the senior from NC. But not enough to help this App State team to, well, any real semblance of a lead, as they're down by, I believe, 5 scores now. 52-17, 35-point lead. They'll go with the speed option. And he might have a touchdown. Allen trying to get to the corner. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Touchdown. App State cutting into that lead, giving the fans something to cheer about.
Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole.
So cutting into that deficit a little bit, trying to make it 24-52 with this extra point, and they will.
Right down the boulevard.
So a 28-point game now. 4 scores, not impossible, but also not the easiest thing ever. And
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
the kickoff coming now will send it away. It looked like Bink was going for the onside kick there. I'm not sure what happened, but they will bring it out. Nebraska gets all the way up to the 19-yard line, so good coverage by App State. Definitely a rushing differential. You could say that, EA. There's also a passing differential because Dylan Raiola has been ridiculous. But Allen has also had a great game. We saw it last drive where he had his first rushing touchdown of the game. So 1st and 10 from the 19. Nebraska looking to put this game away realistically. And they're just going to go with the RPO and a 4-yard gain on 1st and 10, making it 2nd and 6 for Ives. 5 attempts, 18 yards with a long of 10. We saw that rush of 10 earlier with the Boise State game going on, I believe, in the background. 2nd and 6 from the 23. Need the 30-yard line. Another RPO going to the flat, but a nice defensive play by App State. Looks like they saw that one coming, and they caused Dylan Raiola's, get this, second incompletion of the game. 400 yards. Well, 399, sorry. Although I am willing to bet, and I am a betting man, that he will get to 400 by the end of this game. 3rd and 6, little duo set, 2 running backs to the left. Again, need the 30-yard line for the first down. 2.5 to go in the 3rd. And they hand it off, but Bink is there. App State. Sean Collins, a left end, blitzing through. And the gap proves to be Well, good for App State
right into the lap of that running back.
as they tackle him in the backfield for a 4-yard loss. And now a 1st and 10 coming from the 37. So solid field position for the Mountaineers as they will start their drive once again.
Appalachian State regains possession in the Mountaineers.
So App State down 4 scores.
Last time they had it, they took it down
A quarter and about a fourth to go. A quarter and a quarter to go.
back scoring drives here.
Yeah,
And
remember,
they will hand it off. And ooh, he's quick.
find themselves as they
I believe that was his
They had some things not go their way
Heisman,
early, but they found something last drive.
his Heisman candidate running back from last season. He's definitely a quick kid. 2nd and 8 from the 39.
They clearly found that dude. They score
As
here.
App State looks to come back in this one. Play action, and he has no time. Nebraska sent 5, and about 3 of them got home.
There's nothing better than being a defense.
Nothing you can do there. The rushing game has worked for App State, but unfortunately it's really no time to rush.
Especially
Only a minute 30 left in the 3rd quarter before,
really quiet. That's a great feeling.
you really get into desperation mode against down 4 scores. Going with that same formation and the same type of play here for Bink, as you'll see the running back go in motion once again.
To try to force the defense to it. Send it down.
Going deep, he might have a man. He does! That's going to be a touchdown, App State. And hold everything. It's a 3-score game now after that big score for the Mountaineers. And he gets the good granny animation too. Why not?
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a goal.
Extra point up and good. And Bink back within 21. Not impossible now after 2 quick scores for the Mountaineers. Nebraska's got to get that offense going, and defense for that matter, to make sure this one stays out of hand
Looking for blocks.
for Bink. And a nice move might just get him to the house. Great tackle by Bink, but an even better return from Nebraska across the 50 to the 42. Coach Biggs knows what he's doing, man. This guy is on fire right now. 42-yard line starting position. Seems like everything he does is smooth, like a machine. Nebraska looking to start this season 1-0, and they are well on their way to doing so. 1st and 10, Dylan Rayola. Going to hand this one off. Nope, they're going to take the option play a little bit, and he's going to get 8 yards. This kid's quick. Sophomore from Georgia. I kind of forget that we're in season 2. So all these star freshmen are now sophomores. And all the star sophomores are now juniors. 2nd and 2, they're going to go speed option. Dylan Rayola tries to cut it back in, but App State is there. No gain. 822 yards of total offense so far in this game. That's so far. That's 3 quarters. So if I had to guess this, we might sniff 1,000. 1,000 yards of offense. 2 to go in the quarter, and Nebraska and Coach Biggs going to let this one trail to the 4th as they look to start this season undefeated. 52-31 lead to start Q4. But we got a 3rd and 2 early for Nebraska, and we'll see what the play call is on 3rd down. He has a man in the flat, but Bink was there in the backfield early. I believe he sent a blitz. That's all he needed. So he needs 2 yards for the 1st down, and they are going to go for it, going with the trips halfback weak out of shotgun. 4 wide receivers on the field. Getting ready for the run is Bink, and he's just going to have him do a smoke screen, I'd imagine. Going for the out route, got him! Beautiful play call by Coach Biggs. And it's a 1st down. Recognized the linebacker playing off, the man who was supposed to be in the cloud flat. So he said, get to the sideline as fast as possible. And he did. 1st and 10, Nebraska. And this drive keeps growing, and the clock keeps ticking from the 25-yard line. Going to hand it off. Solid gain on 1st down of 3 yards, making it 2nd and 7. And if you heard Reese there, he said, under a new head coach, what a great way to start the season. And no kidding, 52 points and possibly counting. 2nd and 7, they're going to let that clock run. Raiola going to take off. He's going to get probably no gain. Get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7. I believe a freshman was in there for the sack for Bink. Raiola's got that high risk of injury. That would be detrimental to Nebraska's season. So maybe something that Coach Biggs might want to look at. Bink, I just realized you're not supposed to be watching, bro. Oh, never mind. I guess it's your stream. My fault, bro. I'm on crack. 3rd and 7. And taking a play out of Bink's playbook here. Running back in the flat, and Raiola going to take off. Not going to get there, though. 4th and 3. And again, a field goal will still keep this a three-score game. It would be a 24-point game, and he is going to go for 3. About a 36-yarder, I believe. And he is in there. Raiola is not fumbling, dude. That kid is built like a brick house. So 24 points, still a 3-score game, but Bink, 7.5 minutes to score 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points. We'll see how that goes with a kickoff. Return to the 15-yard line. Nebraska, minus 11 carrying, and he toting that son of a gun. 1st and 10 from the 15 is where Bink's going to start that one. I wonder if he'll take him out, Jit. Might be worth it, depending on how this drive goes for App State. 1st and 10. App State looking to stay alive, stay breathing. Same formation, same motion. Play action. Has some time going to the corner route, and that might be 6. He will bring him down, but Nebraska effectively just ended this ball game. Kobe Bretz was all over that comeback route. Read it like a book. And as I said, the Cornhuskers may have just effectively ended this ball game. Starting their drive at the 21-yard line. And they're going to the flat, and that was nowhere. So not only does that boost the completion percentage, I suppose, for Dylan Raiola. Not that it needed to be any boosted. He's probably like 90% completion. So 2nd and 10 from the 21. No gain on the 1st down completion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Chewing that clock, smart man. Raiola running again. Tries to whip it off his back foot to his running back. Looked accurate, but the running back did not look ready for it. Again, only 4 incompletions on the day for Raiola. Ashton Daniels had a solid day in the passing game. Just too many interceptions, too many turnovers. From the 21, going to the flat, making a move. He will get free, but not for much more. 7-yard gain on 3rd down, making it 4th and 3. And even a field goal here effectively has to end the game. And he's going to go for the field goal and try to end this one right here. From the right hash, about a 27-yarder maybe, or 37-yarder. Didn't matter. Up and good. No problem there. Also, I'm stupid. It was not a 37-yarder. 31-yarder. Jeez. You tell I'm not a math major? 58-31. 4-score game now. And it looks like Bink just runs into the defense there. Had a bit of a lane, but not much there. Wide receiver core looks fast, but low overall. Get an inside look at Bink's depth chart here. (1:02 a.m.) There's nothing like some 1:02 a.m. football. Of course, some of us are 12:02 a.m. Some of us are 11:02 p.m. But there's nothing like some a.m. football where the Big Ten is dominating. 58-31. They go to the zig route, real short. He gets a nice gain up to the 28-yard line. Again, Big just trying to Trying to find out what works here. Again, Nebraska, just such a fast team.
Jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now on first down from the 28.
From the 28-yard line.
He's going to pass.
Doesn't really have anybody. Goes for the corner route. We'll see what happens.
And the pass.
How about another interception?
Nice job by this defense.
Marik Buford, the freshman from Texas. That's a recruit. Getting that interception. And Nebraska starting again from the 40.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And another first down, flipping the field, a 20-yard game. I can't. Full-time PSBN member. Can't. Although I will. Oh geez, I was trying to edit one thing, and my computer was like, no. Although I will say, I don't want to say anything. It was made pre-game. I can show you the file. Promise. Nebraska walking it off here, 58-31. 4 minutes to go. Shoe clock is on, taking every last second into the flat. An open man. Juke move gets him a first down on a 2nd and 11 up across to the 27-yard line. Jit, I'm seeing it out to the end. I was here from the beginning. I'm seeing it out to the end.
That outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me
Clock still ticking. Must be some motion on this play. The clock only went to 13 seconds.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D.
There is, and they will go to him in the flat. Bing makes a nice tackle there. 4-yard loss for the Mountaineers. The senior from Georgia, Jordan Favors. Strong safety position making the tackle. Well, while we're here, I appreciate everybody for coming out who saw a little dual cast earlier. We saw Boise State, Oklahoma State, and App State, Nebraska. So we saw a little two games at once action here. It was pretty fun. Some good games. Of course, this game just got out of hand so fast. Bink didn't even play a bad game. Just a lot of interceptions. That's pretty much it. The turnovers is what killed you. Had a solid offense brewing when he was keeping the ball on the ground, but other than that, Nebraska just had their number today. As we hit the 2-minute warning, as Nebraska is going to move to 1-0 on the year. So App State going to start out 0-2, which is not good because it means, and I respect that from Coach Biggs, kneeling it down. But I'm not exactly happy about App State going 0-2. You know, I play App State later in the year.
Second down coming up.
So losing to a 7-loss team at the end of the year could be detrimental. I also don't want Big pissed when I have to play him. So I'd rather have him off a win when he's like maybe smoking the za, you know, celebrating, kind of like he was in this game. Did I see his kicker at 99 kick power? Holy shnikes. But one final kneel down should do it, as Nebraska's going to walk this one off. 58-31. Bink, you don't suck. You don't suck. It's all right. It's one bad game. You played a great game against Penguin. Rayola just had your number today, brother. And that's all it is sometimes. I'm gonna be the Penguin in this situation for App State. Just gotta minimize the turnovers. Honestly, I think the ground game was working a lot for you, Bink. Just gotta, I think, utilize that too. Threw a couple picks in Penguins game too, and I think that might have also been what was the difference maker there. So maybe use the ground game a little more. Only throw when you really need to. Nebraska, do exactly what you did today. Get Dylan Raiola the ball and get out of the way. He has been a ball player as we hit all zeros. Nebraska, 28-point third quarter, blowing this game out of the water. 460 passing yards for Nebraska. Nearly 1,000 yards of total offense. 5 picks for App State. And Nebraska starts off 1-0, and App State moves to 0-2 on the year. Thanks again for watching PSBN. If you stayed the whole time, I appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time. Hoping to do some more cool stuff. See you next time, guys, on PSBN.